All right, haves and have not fans. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm finally taking a moment to dive deeper into the trailer breakdown for the upcoming finale. I've already done my official trailer breakdown for the series finale, and you're blowing that video up. The last time I checked, it's well over 30,000 hits. But with the finale approaching, and only a couple, I can't believe it's already Saturday. A couple of days from now, and this will be it. But I just want to focus directly on Tanner and the box that he's giving Jeffrey, because the behind the scenes clip I had prior to June 1st, when somebody sent it to me, I wanted to talk about that a little bit more. It's the fact that I remember when I first did that video, I remember thinking that I said that the explosion was on the outside of the house, but that is actually not the case. When watching it slow down, the lights of the fire and the explosion come from the first floor on the inside of David's house. That means that dumbass Jeffrey decides to open the box. I know that Tyler Perry has this knack for people just surviving inexplicably, but this is the fatal finale, basically the final fatal episode of the series. So given what we know, we can assume that it's David, Jim, Madison, Jeffrey, and Lee. Oh, I'm sorry, not Jim. Because given the fact that Tanner comes over with the box for Jeffrey, I'm going to assume this is after, the point in the episode where Wyatt is more than likely declared dead. So Jim, the paramedics, Wyatt's corpse, they're removed from the house. And I'm going to think that David goes with Jim for moral support, because if Jim just watched his son die in front of him, David's going to be there for his boy. So I think David might be safe. David might be away from the house. And then from there, it's going to be Leo, Jeffrey, and possibly Madison. I'd say, I want to be honest here, I don't see Madison leaving. So I think it's going to be Leo, Madison, and Jeffrey at the house. Tanner's going to come by. Leo's going to announce him. Jeffrey, without David there, will let his ass in the house and be given the box. And then you could see Jeffrey, I could see him having this long drawn out moment with Madison about whether or not to open the box. But then Jeffrey's going to open the box, and then that's going to kill him and Madison. So I think they're just going to be blown to smithereens. Leo might be safe. It depends on the blast radius. Look at the fact that David was literally right beside the car that exploded, and it sent him flying across the yard. So if Leo's outside, he might notice it or something and might, dive into a book. I don't know. I think Leo might survive. He might survive. But in terms of what's in it, Jeffrey in the house, Jeffrey and Madison are probably going to be blown to smithereens. I think David's going to be away with Jim, and then he'll probably get the news. But that's my thoughts right there. Other alternatives, well, what if Veronica's there? Because, the Ice Queen dying by fire, that would be ironic. True, but I don't think so. I think this is only relegated to dumbass Jeffrey opening the box, because go back a couple episodes when, David was like, so who was that visitor we had? That was Justin's brother, Tanner. He wanted me to go to the wake, and I don't think I want to do that. No, it's just like he says he wanted me there. He cared about me. I don't think I'm going. Well, that's a good idea. What do you mean? No, it's like it just doesn't seem like he can be trusted. Huh. And you could look on Jeffrey's face. I mentioned that in my episode review, that anytime David says something, even if it's like, you know what, I'm not going to wear this t-shirt today, it's not a good color. Yeah, that's a good idea, son. You know what, I think I want to wear it anyway, Dad. That's kind of like the dumb dynamic there, where Jeffrey makes an intelligent decision, but because David agrees, it's almost as if, you know what, my dad says this, you know what, I'm going to do what I want. Because anytime, I told Dad to get away from Mom because of how she would do things, he would be like, I got my own way of doing things, so I'm going to rebel. It's almost as if Jeffrey, who should be in his, mid to late 20s is having a teenage rebellious streak. I don't know what's going on, but this moron is going to open the box. He's going to open the box. I don't care what anybody says. The argument could be made. What if him and Madison fight over the box? Like Madison tries to take the box from him to not open it, but then it's dropped and then it blows up. Yeah, either way, guys, death. Because remember what Veronica told Tanner, their business wasn't finished yet when they were disposing of Kobe. So pretty much it's a situation where I think this was a joint effort by those two, because we know Veronica loves flames. And it's funny how she sending those gangsters to light the place up with guns, but now Tanner's going to have the place lit up with a bomb. So I think Jeffrey and Madison will probably die. I think David will not be in the house because he'll be with Jim. And you could also argue that, let's say David is upstairs when the bomb goes off. Possibility he might survive based on like building infrastructure, that just because the bomb goes off downstairs, it doesn't mean upstairs he'll be affected that much. But you never know in these kind of shows. Remember, this is the finale. There could be bodies just piled up everywhere. So thanks so much for tuning in, folks. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Who's going to open the bomb? Because the bomb will be open. Let me just put it that way based on that one clips. But yeah, let's talk about it. And if you want to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App. And as always, just make sure at the very least you like and subscribe.